Hello Scorpio, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So what do we need to know for the sign of Scorpio? What's going on for you? If you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So we have the High Priestess immediately coming out of the deck, so let me get you one more card. We have the Devil. So here's the thing about the High Priestess energy. She sits at the pinnacle of yin and yang, right? So divine masculine and divine feminine. She allows us to know that no matter what path you choose in your life, it can lead you to the ultimate fulfillment of enlightenment. If you see right there, there's the sun in the background, or a star. So as long as you're doing the proper thing within your life, it doesn't really matter how you've done it. As long as you reach enlightenment, that's the most important part, as long as you're a good person, right? However, you do have this devil energy that's preventing you from seeing enlightenment right here. Some sort of addictions, chains, this bondage energy is holding you back. And it has to do with some sort of negative entity, this devil energy. Maybe you know something, maybe you've taken a bite of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because that's what the devil card represents. Adam and Eve sitting under a perverse version of the lover's energy. So go and look at the original artwork of the lover's card, and then go and look at the devil card, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So maybe you have to choose the left-hand path right here. Or maybe you've been sitting inside the left-hand path and it's telling you to go towards the right-hand path. However, let's clarify this energy. What do we need to know about this High Priestess and this devil? So it can represent that you're chained to the left-hand path, because that's what the devil also represents, being a part of the left-hand path. Now, when we talk about, darker magics, it doesn't always have to be gloom, doom, and evil, right? There are darker magics that are out there that are just taboo. For example, the idea of embalming people stems from necromancy, okay? So if you practice, mortuary sciences, or if you practice darker psychologies or things of that nature, that is considered a darker art, all right? And you have to study a lot. You have to put a lot of time and effort into yourself to see if, you can actually do these things. And you have to understand that certain, superstitions can hold you back within your life. For example, let's talk about this. Why do cats always go towards people who have, darker energy? One, because people who have darker energy tend to be awake later at night because they have a lot more things to study. For example, if you're studying mortuary sciences, most of the times it's cooler at night to do those things, right? You usually have to do a lot of paperwork during the day, and then you actually have time to do your work at night. People who study darker arts, they tend to be more quiet people because there are more meticulous things that you have to do, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, is that maybe you're bound to a darker art right here that people see as taboo. However, with the High Priestess energy, this is what you are supposed to be doing within your life. So this is kind of like Libra's reading right here. Libra talked about, forbidden sciences and things of that nature. And I'm not saying that these are forbidden, but these are taboo sciences, okay? So cats really aren't scary. They're just nocturnal animals. They're hunters. And they prefer to be around quiet, more calm people because that's the energy that they have to be in. So cats aren't necessarily evil. That was something that I believe it was King Gregory talked about, or that's what he said about them in, I believe, the 1200s. He went out and killed a bunch of cats and dogs, said that they were witches' familiars. But here's the thing. A witch was someone who is really just a scientist. At the end of the day, it was someone who knew how to use potions and mix certain brews together to heal people of their ailments. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for you, is kind of being bound to a taboo dark arts, because the devil can represent something that's taboo as well. However, with the devil energy, it can represent contracts. So maybe you're signing a contract right here and you need to really look at it. Is this going to be something that you need to have within the next, 5 to 10 years? Because the High Priestess is also saying to look further down the line. If you sign a contract now, you don't know how things are going to be in 10 years. The economy has kind of gone down. It's kind of, people are saying that we're going into a recession, or we are already in one. So that's kind of what this is it's like, if you sign a contract now, Do you truly know how good things will be for you in the future? Okay, so that's the energy. You can take it a bunch of different ways. I am trying to make this general, so I'm trying to throw out different scenarios for a bunch of different people. So what's going on with this energy? What do we need to know for Scorpio? You could even be an attorney right here, and you need to see the law from a higher perspective. See something outside of just the regular contract, looked at different books, because that could represent, you know, contracts say this. However, if you look at different books, you can pull from them and say, oh, well, I can undo this contract because this says this says this. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're not just looking at what's on the page, you're looking at other texts and documents as well. Because the High Priestess does rule the scroll of your life, and the initial artwork, she's holding the Torah. So that kind of represents holding the idea of enlightenment in her hands. So what's going on for Scorpio? We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, a defeat energy. The Eight of Swords. Oof. And the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. The Ten of Swords represents defeat. The Eight of Swords represents mental imprisonment. And the Ten of Pentacles represents you've lost everything because of it. So, with this Eight of Swords, that's what I'm more concerned about for you, is that you're continuously going around in this defeat energy. So I kind of feel like you faced a defeat within your life, right? And you're constantly thinking about it. You haven't moved on from the energy. And that's what's causing the problems with your Ten of Pentacles right here. So in a way, the devil energy is kind of making you go around in circles thinking about something within your past right here. Thinking about your mistakes, thinking about your greatest failures, and you can't move on from it because maybe you feel embarrassed, maybe you feel sad, maybe you feel disgusted with yourself, but ultimately you not being able to move on is what's hurting your Ten of Pentacles abundance. See things from a higher perspective, though. I know that's easier said than done. Let's look at this Ten of Swords energy. Why is this here? What is this defeat? The Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I feel like a bunch of people got together to plan this out for you. That was what they wanted, Scorpio. A bunch of people were plotting and planning on a situation. So with the Three of Cups energy, this represents coven energy. So like three witches, right? However, you can look at it as a group of people who have like minds. So it doesn't always have to be people who are into witchcraft. But people coming together with like minds and planning a situation out. And bringing the situation to fulfillment. So this is the Ten of Swords. So people plotting or wishing on your demise right here. What's this Eight of Swords? The Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords. It's almost like you're living within a Three of Swords moment. You're suffering heartbreak, right? But every time you try to move past it, this Knight of Swords comes in and makes you think about the situation again and continuously chaining you to the Eight of Swords. Like you cannot move on from it. In a way, this is more like a curse or just backstabbing betrayal energy. And every time you try to move on from it, it's kind of like anxiety kicks in. Yeah, you can't see things from a higher perspective with the Two of Swords. You can't see the situation for what it is. You can't remove the blindfolds because it's very painful for you to look at. And every time you think about it, it hurts you more. What's this Ten of Pentacles in reverse? The Moon card with the Page of Cups. In a way, you're kind of wishing for the situation to get better. But I don't see that it is, though. I kind of feel like you're wandering around in the darkness. And that's what these people over here could have wanted. You're wandering around in the darkness, wanting your cups to be filled up with these people. Maybe the people who hurt you are your friends. Maybe the people who hurt you are within your life still. and you're still trying to raise your cup up with them. However, they're still planning on you falling down. And why is that? The Seven of Cups with the Tower, with the Seven of Swords. What are they trying to get away with? The Page of Wands. The Seven of Cups represents a fantasy. The Tower is actually one of the cups in the Seven of Cups energy. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see it. If you look at the Seven of Cups artwork, you'll see in this particular tower, the one, or this particular cup, the one above his head is the Tower card, right? So you're looking at all these different paths, right? And you're trying to choose one. But the one that you're being chosen, or the one that you're choosing, is the Tower. So I'm kind of feeling like these people are trying to change your destiny or change your path within your life to a constant repeat of destruction. These people do not want you to get ahead because of this Seven of Swords energy. They're trying to get away with something. And the Page of Wands, they're trying to get one over on the Page of Wands. Why? The Death card. In a way, it's kind of like you are the next in line for something within your life. The next in line for an inheritance, promotion, fame, wealth, discovery. You are the next in line. That's the thing with this Page of Wands energy. Someone is looking at the page, or a group of people are looking at this page, and they're saying, we like this page, we want to initiate them into something. But here's the death, is that they want this cycle to end. They don't want you to have the initiation. They're trying to get one over on you. They're trying to disarm the camp. They're trying to put you on the path of continuous destruction, to where you're constantly bound to them, where they're the ones that are going to basically play Captain Save-A-Ho in your life. So it's basically jealousy. People are coming together to make sure that you don't get something that you are next in line to receive, okay? Why are they doing this again? The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords coming out again with this Ten of Swords stack. Because they don't want you to have it. They want you to suffer a defeat right here. They are plotting to make you suffer a defeat. That's it. You are the next in line to something. And I'm not saying you're going to be like, the next in line to the throne, or the next in line king or whatever. But you are the next in line for what? The sunlight energy. You're the next in line for illumination. That's the thing about the Page of Wands. It's that he's initiated into a new situation. All right? If you notice, the child is sitting on the white horse. That can be a symbolism of death right there. The white horse, and then death is sitting also on the white horse. Everything in the sunlight will die, and death spares no one. So here's the thing, you're the next in line for illumination. You're the next in line to have this abundance, this happy energy, to move forward, to have a new beginning, a new spark. And people can't stand you to see that, so they want to sabotage you in any way that they can. Whether it's speaking about anxiety, speaking about negative things in your life, trying to harm you, whatever. Maybe not even physical harm, but it's more like mental abuse in a way. Trying to make you lose something yourself. Yeah, they're trying to make you complete something. They're trying to make you lose the world right here. They're trying to force you to walk away from a situation to where you thoroughly end whatever it is. Because they don't want you to have this. It's funny because Aquarius and Taurus sit up here, right? And then Leo and Scorpio sit right here. The punishment for Scorpio was that it was supposed to be forever banished from the sunlight, right? So this is a divine masculine sign, Leo, and you're a divine feminine sign. One represents life and one represents death itself. Because Leo rules the energy, the force, the sunlight energy, okay? Think of like how a star is born. Think of like energy itself. That is what Leo rules. And you rule the ending of that energy. So they don't want you to have a brand new spark, a new creative idea, because they see you as this page on the way to receiving a very, very new, abundant life for yourself. They want you to leave whatever it is. They want you to self-sabotage in your own right. They want you to be on the path to destruction. They basically want to make you so sick of a situation that you just leave. And you cause the tower for yourself. You cause the world energy. How can Leo, how can Scorpio overcome this energy, though? What can Scorpio do to overcome this? The Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress. Leave. Leave. That's it. Have a new beginning somewhere else. They want you to leave, so leave. The Fool represents a brand new beginning, a blank slate on life. The Ace of Pentacles is you receive a gift and you get something very nice with the Empress card. So Venus and Leo are coming out. So Taurus and Leo. So Taurus sits up here, Leo sits right here, right? So Tauran energy and sunlight energy, Venusian energy, which is blessed by, you know, the sunlight. As you can see, she's sitting in her own garden right here. I don't know if you can see because of the sunlight. But that might be symbolic. However, she's surrounded by water. She's surrounded by trees. She has fertility. She has abundance. She's holding her own scepter. She's crowned with the stars. She represents divine femininity. So Libran energy as well. So here's the thing. You can't have this, okay? They're trying to prevent you from having the new step in your life, right? They want you to suffer a defeat. They want you to cause a tower moment. They want you to, you know, whatever. But in reality, what you do is you just leave the situation regardless. You don't cause a tower. You just say bye. You take your money and you go on to the Empress. You have a blank slate, a brand new opportunity for you somewhere else. How do you get this brand new opportunity? How does this brand new opportunity appear for Scorpio? The Seven of Pentacles with the Star. Something that you're working on yourself. So this could be like you're working in an office, or, you know, think of it like this. You have a family and they're fighting over a will. And you're supposed to be the one to get the will. I'm not saying everyone's going to have this situation, but this is the scenario right here. Everyone's fighting over this will. You're supposed to get it. What they want you to do is they want to cause you so much misery and so much pain to where you basically walk away from them. And because whoever it is that reads the will, whatever, because of legalities, they can't find you, they hand it to the next person. But here's the thing about that. You're growing something else. You're doing something else regardless. You have your own job. You have your own money. And what you are doing right here isn't just growing the sunlight, because that's what they want. They want the sunlight, right? You're entitled to this. But instead, you get all of this, including that. Because here's the thing. The largest star right here represents the sunlight, because the sunlight, or the sun, is a star, right? It's just our closest one. However, you have all of these other stars right here. You have more than that behind you. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're on the right path to receiving more than whatever this is, whatever they're trying to take away from you. And here's the thing. Don't even try to get even with it. Don't even try to get even with people right here, because there's no fucking point to. Okay, Scorpio? That's what this is do not try to get even with this situation. Just simply move on. Be calm, collected, and say, whatever, hold on to the next step within your life. The universe is going to take care of you because this is karma right here. So, let me see. Let me keep going for you. If you heard something, it was the door slamming downstairs. The Emperor. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups. I feel like apology has to be granted to you, though, for whatever this is. Once you walk away, that's when the apology has to be granted to you. I don't feel like you want to take it, though. The Two of Pentacles. Take it to help balance out your life. The Five of Wands. The Three of Wands. The Ten of Wands. You're going to realize that it really wasn't worth your time in the beginning, in the end. Whatever this is, you're entitled to it. However, it's not worth it. All right? There'll be an apology for you, but the amount of effort that it would take to have it, the fighting, the bickering, the exertion right here is not worth it for you. Because it will be balanced out with the Two of Pentacles in the end. The universe will balance this out. This is karma right here. They can have this. They can have that. All right? Because you get that. Which is this plus more combined. Seven of Wands, push back against it. Be like, I don't even care. They want to fight. You're not even involved in that situation. More Leo energy coming out. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The Page of Pentacles right here. Receiving the gift. Because remember, at the end of the day, the pages do receive the gifts from the universe. So this page is surprised. He's like, I was not expecting this gift. I don't even know what it is, but apparently it can turn into whatever I want it to be. That's the thing with the Seven of Pentacles right here, is that you can grow more. Whatever you're doing now, that's what you're supposed to be doing. It actually brings you more abundant than whatever this is over here. Because at the end of the day, Aquarius and Leo sit opposite the zodiac wheel, right? So here's the thing about that. Leo comes from the base egotistical self, and Aquarius rules the higher intellect, right? Now, we have to have both of them in order to be human. We have to have our physical body, but we can also have higher thoughts. However, you can't have higher thoughts if your body is not taken care of. You need to take care of it, otherwise you'll die, right? So what I'm seeing right here is that this was actually going to be more of like a lower base egotistical energy. See things from a higher perspective. Walk away from this. Let them have it. Do not get mad. It's whatever. It's the sunlight, okay? Yeah, sure. But you have the starlight, which is more important in the end. With the Seven of Pentacles, representing seeing more stars be born, seeing more than enough. Okay, think of like a supernova. When it explodes, it creates millions and billions of other stars. That's what this is. The Queen of Swords. The Hanged Man. I'm telling you this for your own enlightenment right here. When I see the Queen of Swords in a reading, I like to view it as more of the reader speaking the truth and then kind of like ending the situation, all right? Because you have the Hanged Man saying, see things from a higher perspective. This is the card of Pisces, the Hanged Man, and it wants you to hang yourself upside down, and when you're upside down, you can see the stars better. That's what you have to understand about the Hanged Man, is that he's upside down to see more than whatever it is out there. For example, when you're walking around every day, you just see whatever's around you, right? And you're looking at really mundane situations. However, if you think about St. Valentine, he didn't want to be crucified the same way Jesus did. He wanted to be crucified upside down. So honestly, the upside down cross is a Christian symbol. I don't care what anyone says it is. Because it represents the cross that the saints were crucified on. Because they were not worthy to die the same way Jesus did. That's what they said. So when you go upside down into this self-sacrifice mode, you can see things from a different perspective. You see that this world doesn't really matter because you're not looking at the world anymore. You're looking at the sky. You're seeing that what are we in the great vastness of immensity, all right? That's what this is. Whatever this situation is, it seemed like it was yours, okay? I'm not going to say it wasn't. However, I don't really see that you can get it. I don't see that there is a way for you to attain it. I don't even think that they might issue you an apology, but ultimately at the end of the day, it's words, it's an emotion, it's nothing tangible. They're coming at you with a cup. Okay? But you receive the star at the end. See it from a higher perspective. You have the Empress coming out, which is even better. And so this is me, the Queen of Swords. I'll say that because I like to say that when this card comes out, that's the reader speaking. To help you cut yourself down from this. You've attained the enlightenment. Go into this mode, but once you see the enlightenment, once you see things from the higher perspective, once you see things from the highest perspective, the High Priestess thing, how everything played out within a certain way, you can cut yourself down. Maybe it'll take 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But you'd be like, wow, that was really all playing out. That was really all playing out for me. And that's what the devil wants you to understand is you're chained to this right here. You're chained to the defeat energy and chained to the mental imprisonment energy. Like, I can't move forward. I just can't do it. Why are these people doing this? What's going on? Ultimately, though, you'll see. So let me get you a couple of Witch's Familiar cards. The Hanged Man is a very, very good card. That means that there is a higher purpose to this, okay? When I see the Hanged Man coming out with the High Priestess, which are both the signs of Pisces, which is the oldest sign of the zodiac, which represents the highest enlightenment that you can attain, that represents that there is a huge rhyme and a huge reason behind why you can't have the sunlight. It is yours in your own right, Scorpio, that's the thing. However, you have to understand something. The Queen of Swords is Libra energy, and she separated Virgo and you. She put Virgo in the sunlight, and she casts you to sadness and darkness. However, that doesn't mean that you can be unhappy there. It just means that you're separated from the sunlight. So in reality, that is how this has to play out, because that is what the story, the mythos is behind your sign. But that doesn't mean that you can't have the starlight. That doesn't mean you can't have, the Venus, the Empress energy. That doesn't mean that there aren't even bigger suns out there, because here's the thing, our sun is actually pretty small. If you look at go and Google how many suns there are behind our sun. There's like Sirius, there's Cassiopeia, whatever, like hundreds and hundreds of other suns out there that are much larger and much bigger. And if they were to explode, our sunlight would not even exist. For example, if our sun exploded, it would cause massive devastation within our solar system, right? However, if one of those suns exploded, it would cause devastation within the galaxy, all right? That's what you have to understand. So in a way, it does have to end. You just have to end. You have to end the initiation. You have to end whatever it is, because it's not fucking worth it for you. Protection. You're protected. Here's the thing, though. It's sad, but you're protected from it regardless. It's not going to happen to you, Scorpio. You might feel sad. You might feel upset. You're like, oh, tower moment. Oh, why can't I have the sunlight? You're thinking about it over and over and over. But here's the thing. The blessing is that you don't receive the sunlight. You receive the stars. Okay? Lizard, survival. With the survival energy, this could be just you going day by day wondering what's going on next. You're just kind of living to survive right here. You're not really surviving to live. Seal vulnerability. You feel vulnerable. You feel like, why are these people doing this? But here's the thing, through your vulnerabilities, you're protected. And with that survival energy, it's almost as though even if they were to cause all of these things to happen, you'd still survive it. Because here's the thing about the lizard. He can survive in any type of situations. Hot, cold, wet, whatever, right? This is about being adaptable. So I do see that you're vulnerable right here. You have to walk away from the sunlight. What you want. It's supposed to be yours, okay? I'm not going to say that it's not yours, all right? Because you're supposed to be the next in line for it. However, people have come together of a much higher status to make sure that it doesn't happen. But when they take it away from you and you move on to the Fool, you have a blank slate, you have a brand new opportunity, you receive the Empress and the stars behind it. So ultimately, that is karma balanced out. Yeah, they can have that one star. They can have the sun. They can have it all day long. That's the balance, all right? Animals, willpower, and courage. Have the courage to get through this. Have the courage to just break free. Be like, you know what? And by, I'll understand it, all right? Like, just, you'll understand it more soon. That's what the High Priestess wants you to know with the Hanged Man. You will get the clarity that you seek later on down the line as to why this played out. And then you'll look back on it and you'll be like, oh, well, thanks. It's kind of like, you know, your family gets your grandmother's house, right? You're supposed to get it. You don't have the money to get a house right now, especially right now. But they get the house. But then you decide to walk away. You're saying, I'm not going to fight with these people. I don't even care that much. Like, it's sad. It's disgusting that they're trying to do this. It is mine. However, you go to a gas station, you buy a lotto ticket with your Coke or, you know, cigarettes, whatever you buy, you win $1 million. Had you not have had that heartbreak, you would have never hit that point. You would have never gotten there. You would have been at your house enjoying it. Like, that's the thing. That's what the universe is wanting you to understand. Through this heartbreak, through whatever it is, there are sequences of events that are taking place within your life that you don't even see yet, that lead you to a much grand thing, because then you could buy an even better house than your grandma's house, like, right? Then you could have property. Then you could buy a new car to go along with it. Then you could still have money in the bank. Like, there is a reason behind it. There's more blessings than just the house. There's the house, the money, the cars, the land, the new status that you have with it. There are stars, not just a star, not just the sun, okay? Sparkling synchronicities, that just fell out. Sparkling synchronicities for you. That's what I was just talking about. Everything has a synchronized chain of events right here. That's what the High Priestess wants you to understand. Everything is synchronized right now. You have friend flurry. I kind of feel like it's within your friend group that's doing this, people within your social circle, whatever. However, I do see that you're going to have new friends. You're going to be meeting more people. Sparkling synchronicities with the friend flurry. These people are bad for you, whatever. But the new people that are coming into your life, the new people that you're meeting, there's a reason that you're meeting them. Nature gems. Go outside and take a look at, you know, the earth. Maybe that's what it is. Just go outside, take a walk. Clear your mind. Think about things from a higher perspective. There's really nothing that you can do about it except accept the karma that comes along with it. Accepting the abundance versus that. Okay? Willpower and animals. Pay attention to the animals that are around you. You have the willpower to get through this. There is a reason, because there's a rhyme behind it. The willpower with this courage energy represents Leo coming out as well. Look at your the sign that's next to you. You might not be able to have Leo energy, but you can embody it. Okay, you might not be able to have the sun, but you can still embody the lion. Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities, cauldron, synergy and healing. There's a synergistic thing that's going on right here. Everything has synergy right now. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, whoever you're speaking to, there is a rhyme and a reason. It's leading you up to a certain thing. Think about, like, I've explained this before, but it's really important right now because of the Hanged Man, the High Priestess. Think of, you know, you're walking through the grocery store, you're feeling down on yourself, and you meet someone and they start talking to you. And, you know, they keep you for an extra 10 minutes. You finally get all your grocery stuff happening. You check out. You get to your car, realize that your keys are locked in your car. You have to call a locksmith. The locksmith comes, get you your keys out. You're on your way. But every single thing that set you back, that person talking to you, locking your keys in the car, all these things led you up to a certain checkpoint. And that checkpoint is the ultimate blessing for you, that skull of stars. And from the ace that the page received, the ace of pentacles that the page of pentacles received, it's the infinite possibilities, because that's what the skull of stars is. Look at it. The ace of pentacle with the star, the skull of stars, is this energy. Infinite possibilities, because there are infinite stars. So whatever this new situation is, it gives you more status than whatever this one sun was. Cauldron, synergy, and healing. You will heal from this situation. It'll be fine. Like, you might not ever forgive these people again, but I don't think you care once the situation plays out. You don't care. You're like, oh, well, fuck. Thanks. Bye. Peace. Like, that's it. That card wants to fall out. Justice, passion, drive, victory. Tewas, authority. Spiritual meaning, the greater good and righteousness is justice for you. Like, that's the thing. Passion, drive, victory. The willpower is the passion, that's the drive. The victory is that courage energy because you stood up to it. Let me get you one more. Hagalaz, hail. Destruction, damage, distress, disruption, setbacks. Spiritual meaning, inner doubt, crisis, transformation. That's the thing, that's what you're going through right now. You will have victory and justice over this Hagalaz. You have to take this kind of like winter storm right here, whatever this is. This tower moment, that is the hail energy. But you have the Tewas, the authority, the passion, the drive, the victory over this. So we lose strength, success in all ventures, good health, and speedy recovery. You'll recover from whatever it is. That's the thing about this, Scorpio. So I'm sorry that this is happening to you. However, it balances out. Okay? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll talk to you later.